The 4-seed Cincinnati advances to the semifinal round after a win over the 12-seed Tulsa. I'm Haley Outen, joined alongside Cincinnati head coach Jamel Elliott. Coach, congratulations on this win. I know it's a meaningful one for you and your team, but let's look back at the last few minutes of that game. So many lead changes down the stretch. As a coach, what emotions were you experiencing during that stretch?
A lot on the inside, but I had to stay composed for my players. You know, they go as I go. You know, if I get too high, they get too high. If I get too low, they get low. So I just want them to know that I believe in them no matter what the score or how much time's on the clock. And, you know, this time of year, I expect these types of games, and we tried to prepare for this type of game. You know, we beat these guys by 30-plus our last time, but we knew that that wasn't going to be indicative of what the score of the game was going to be today. So, you know, you asked me how I felt. I was emotional, but I knew I needed to be calm because they needed me to be so that I can give them what they needed when they needed it, and I'm just so glad we made enough plays down the stretch. But, you know, Tulsa Play came in here and had a great tournament. You know, they beat Houston. They took us down to the wire. You know, it just says so much about our conference and the competition within our conference. So, you know, I'm just happy to be a part of this conference tournament and play against so many great teams in our conference.
Teams face adversity all the time, but the fact that your group was able to fight through that today and come out with the win in the end, what does that say about the growth that they've made not only this season but just the past few years?
Well, it says a lot about, you know, our players. You know, we have, you know, freshmen that play a lot of minutes, we have seniors that play a lot of minutes, and we have anybody that can come off the bench to make special plays for us. So it just says that our program is moving in the right direction. You know, we understand what it takes to win games. We know it starts in practice. It starts with loving each other. It starts with caring about each other and wanting each other to succeed, and it starts with a coach that has unbelievable confidence in their players, and I have that.
You were fortunate enough to get the ball back there in those final seconds. What was the strategy in drawing up that final play? Was the plan to go to Ana?
The plan was to go to Ana or Shanice. You know, this time of year, you want the ball in your seniors' hands, and we diagrammed the play for Ana to come off a pick and roll of Shanice. Shanice was going to pop, or Ana was going to make a play. So either way, one of them was going to make the play to win the game. You know, I think that's how it's supposed to be, and I'm just so glad it worked out for Ana, especially since she didn't have a great game offensively. But, you know, either way, when she's on the floor, we're a better team.
Advancing to the semifinal for the first time in your coaching career and in the American Conference. What does this mean for the future of your program?
Hopefully, you know, we're going to continue to get better. You know, one practice, one preseason, one postseason at a time. And, you know, I'm just so glad. You know, I've been here for 9 years, and, you know, it hasn't been always great moments as far as the victories, but, you know, we stayed the course. You know, I've surrounded myself with great staff, great players, and I'm just so happy to just be able to coach these guys to live another day tomorrow. So, you know, it's all about my players and them just coming to practice every day, working hard and just wanting to be better.
You, of all people, are familiar with UConn. How do you go about preparing for that game in such a short turnaround, rather, and especially after the excitement and the emotions that your team experienced today?
Well, the good thing about UConn, you know, when they're on TV, everybody watches, you know, whether we playing them or not. So my players have seen them play a lot. I've seen them play a lot. You know, that doesn't mean that we can stop them, but we know we're pretty familiar with them. So we're going to prepare for them like we prepare for any other team. You know, if nothing else, we're going to get better, you know, after playing UConn to prepare us for what's next in our chapter and what's next for our season. And what better way to prepare than to play the #1 team in the country. So I'm just going to go out there and compete every possession and let the chips fall where they may.
Congratulations on this win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so very much.
I'm now joined by Cincinnati senior Shanice Johnson. Shanice, for you, how would you describe that final sequence? What was going through your mind as you know that you had to score in this win-or-go-home situation?
Mentally, I was trying to just stay focused, stay calm. But physically, my body was just going through the motions. Like, I'm still trying to calm down from the way in my head. It's a little hurting, stomach a little quizzy. But, I mean, it was a great game. If it wasn't for Ana making that last shot, we wouldn't be here talking right now. So I just thank God for my teammates. I thank God for being here. It's just been an amazing experience.
How would you describe the growth of this team throughout the course of the season to help you get to this point?
Our composure. In the middle of the season, when we get down on teams, we would just lose it physically and mentally. But now we're just tight as a unit, tight physically, mentally. We don't let nothing get to us, nothing let us get us down. We could be down 20, and we still playing this game like we're going to win. And that's the growth and experience that our team has gained throughout the whole season. I'm just so proud of us.
I'm now joined by Cincinnati guard Ana Owens. Ana, what a finish for your team. As a senior and as a leader on this team, how did you keep your team locked in during that final stretch, especially with so many lead changes?
I think I just had to keep my cool. Like I said, adversity hit, and I wasn't playing like myself, but Shanice Johnson, my other senior co-captain, she stepped up from the jump. She always plays with so much passion and heart, and we just followed her lead throughout the whole game. And I know at the end she told me, my shot's going to fall. This is our time. And I'm just so grateful to have her on our team and be the other senior to help me out.
Win or go home, the ball lands in your hands in those final seconds. What was going through your mind?
We got to get a basket. Tulsa, they were, hanging in there the whole game, bucket, Wakefield, she was getting into the lane, dishing it out. So we knew it was going to be a close game. So towards that end, I know Coach drew up the play. Either I get to the basket or Shanice is right there. She had been doing her thing all game. So, we just had to get a basket.
When you saw the shot fall, the bench erupted, you erupted. What do you remember from that moment?
I kind of blanked out, but I knew I had to just, once I made the layup, hurry up, stop the ball. Because I remember, I think it was 4 seconds on the clock. I knew Wakefield, she's quick, pushing in transition, go get that open layup. I was like, no, I need to get glued on number 3, stop her in transition. So, that was exciting. It felt good. I never, experienced anything like it.
You've been a key player and a key part of this program the last 4 years. What does it mean to you to help your team get to the semifinal game for the first time in your program's history?
It means a lot. Normally we come in here and we don't get to sit in the stands and watch. We don't have as much downtime. We have to come right here, focus, play. We were still focused, but we had to play the first day. It means a lot. Just looking back from where we started to where we are now, it's crazy. But it's not over.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.